start you.
Okay, I'm going.
Okay, go. Ready?
Go.
Stay still.
Jumbi.
Put this more of an angle and he'd come off out of the yard.
Outside, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Ready? Go. Film. Okay. Now go back and do your jump. Your jump press or hook.
Good practice.
Get high. More altitude. Don't worry about the light. And the door. Yeah.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Now do your
Now
hook.
I'm dizzy.
Now you do your hook, the crescent reverse hook. Off the back leg. Hook off the back leg.
I don't need to do that on the pad.
Okay.
Crescent
Paddle,
reverse,
I'll be gone.
and then forward, and then sideways.
Did you film that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's get ready for a good take. Let's have a good take here.
Okay. Come on in here and do the hook.
Which one are you talking about? Leg over and then the other one?
No, off the back leg.
Oh.
We're recording the sound too, you know.
Yeah. That's it.
Ooh.
That's nice. Again. And one more time. Got that?
Yeah.
Hey.
It's going. Okay, everybody stand
What's it
still.
filming?
Huh?
What is it filming?
Cause you're
3D.
Okay, now we're Karate Man.
Right, man.
Okay, down. Oh, he's down to the count. Okay.
Okay, do the boomerang, the Sugar Ray Charles, or
First, we're going to go over brief explanation of rules.
Everybody have their respective Anybody have any questions? Everybody hear me? Sir! Focus kick to the body, 1 point. Focus kick to the head, 2 points. Jump kick to the body, 2 points. Jump kick to the head, 3 points. Quit now. Don't do it right. Come on.
Do it.
I ain't doing it. I'm done.
You break dance karate.
It's cool. I didn't do comes off instead of just that. It's great.
Do it. Come on. I want to see it.
Wait, I gotta get into
Come on. You gotta do your Ernie Reyes Jr.
No.
Break
What the hell am I
dance.
doing?
Break dance and karate.
No, I ain't.
Come on, man.
I don't even know what I did. It's great. It's
Yeah.
the same shit, but with punches. Kicks and it's great. Yeah. Get at it. Come on, man. Let me tell you something. I don't do this for nobody's, nowhere's, no how, for no kind of money. You understand? I don't need no stinking badges. I'm out of here, baby.
okay, Alan, your turn.
What it is?
I don't
Go break dance. Get out there, Alan.
Alan's got one move down pat. What I know, the thrust.
Oh, wait a minute.
Don't hold it down. Just let up. There you go.
There's nothing. You can't see anything in there.
Wait, you gotta get this one down.
Well, that's because you had the button down.
Oh.
Can't
Get
hold
this
it.
one.
Okay,
Move it
go.
back now.
Go for it.
Move it back.
Move back.
Keep on filming what we're gonna do. We're never gonna be able to watch this. One person's gonna be going. Eyes gonna be hurting from squinting and shit. Watching one thing, passing out. Do your chucks. What happened?
Here's something.
Time. Hey, do your time. Take your time, baby.
Come on, Ellen.
That's okay.
Just take one from me.
We got plenty.
What's your name? Get back here.
Yeah, show your sister what it's about.
I meant to do that.
Yo, baby, you owe me some money, man. I want my money. Don't think you something with that, man. You ain't nothing. Shit. You ain't nothing, man. See, what I tell you?
Well, I tell you, it makes a lot of difference when your hands are cold. My hands are cold. It's like they don't want to move.
It's 92.3 KKFR. Yo, Adrian, what's happening, huh? It's 8:30 now.
Yo, how'd you know?
I can't do this thing fast enough. So I hit myself. Darn it. What are you gonna do?
Just dash. Flash and dash here.
I lost my bike.
Woo!
Be watching you turn. We watch the thing and have it tip the TV.
Curb feelers. You guys got anything? Let's spit
He's
it
just
out.
gonna spit. Get close up on the spit. Get close up on the spit.
You got the little corner
He
stuff
must
coming out
be.
the head
Here
there.
you go. Get ready. Here you go. Come on. Here you go. No, get longer. Longer. Come on.
Give me some milk and I'll give you long. You shut up.
Here. Woo, woo. Woo, woo. Yeah. Steel darts.
You got some? It's like on drugs, man. Here, come over here. Lay down your back. Lay down your back.
Kinky guys, lay on your back.
Lay down your back. Hurry. Got the break dance music. Put your feet up. Quick. Wheel.
Now we'll pencil him out later.
Yeah, pencil him out. Special effects.
Wait, hold me up on my feet. Hold me up on my feet and I'll talk upside down. She'll turn the camera upside down.
Bend over and look between your legs. That's all you gotta do.
I don't know if I can stand it.
Randy,
What?
show them the DWI, the sobriety test. Have Todd do that new sobriety test. Okay, Todd.
The what?
We got to juggle these three
Sobriety
orders.
test.
Tap dance, sing the
Okay.
Catalina Magdalena Luther.
I'm trying to
Okay,
remember
Todd.
it. I'm trying to remember
Okay,
it.
Todd, go over there in the center of the circle.
I'm trying to remember it.
Okay, now then, stand there with your feet shoulder length apart. Okay, now bend over and grab your ankles. No, just your hands. Okay, now then, I want you to put your head up and down and spell run as fast as you can.
What?
Run as fast as you
You
can.
gotta spell it.
R-U-N-A-S-F-A-S-T.
No,
A-S-Y-O-U-C-N.
Say R-U-N, R-U-N, R-U-N.
R-U-N, R-U-N, R-U-N.
Thank you.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah, I fell for it. I'm a red belt. What can I
That's
say?
like this old-time truck driver. He'd been driving the road for 30 years. And one day he picked up this hitchhiker.
Talk to the camera.
He picked up this hitchhiker. I gotta tell you guys.
And what happened?
And the guy that he picked up pulled a knife on him, stole all his money, left him high and dry, bent over the front bumper of his truck like this with all his clothes on. And he's there for about 2 hours in the hot sun, boys.
Does that sound familiar? Like
Hotter-
Fair Boys and the guy with the poodle?
Hotter than blazes.
Get up to the tree.
And all of a sudden, here
Don't
comes,
really
here
joke.
comes this buddy of his in this big old Mack truck. we've known for years and years, and he goes, oh my God, I said, shit, how Fred, stop, how embarrassing. So the little guy gears down, gets out of the car, goes, man, what the hell happened to you? He says, oh, you wouldn't believe it, damn hitchhiker, took my clothes, took my money, tied me up, left me here. You want to tie me what you, Joe? Fred, this just ain't gonna be your day. That's a good one. Yeah, I like that.
Eddie Murphy.
It's gonna be your day.
Show us how we went to.
Okay, do Eddie Murphy, the ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice
I
cream.
don't do no Eddie Murphy.
Liar.
Let me tell you something right now. Hear this now, believe this later, but hear this.
I want to pump you up.
We're not here to talk, we're here to pump you up. This is my brother Hans.
I want to look like this all the time.
Thank you very much.
Let's see Eddie Murphy.
Turn the fucking thing off already.
Do Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, I'll turn it
What am
off.
I supposed to do?
The ice cream.
He gets it, he gets it, he gets it. Get him.
You sound good.
No.
Then we'll do the one with the G.I. Joe.
I don't even remember the ice cream.
You lie, lie.
Ice cream! Ice cream! The ice cream man's coming! The ice cream man's coming! The ice cream man's coming! How's that?
I guess you
Well, that's later on.
Do that.
You know, well, it doesn't synchronize with
He ain't got no money, ain't got no toothpaste.
That's not even Eddie Murphy. Who is that? Who is that?
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor. Tell him. He knows it. I learned it from him.
Fit.
What? What did he say? No truth. That one.
Says I ain't got no toothpaste, I ain't got nothing to lose.
Oh, he's a boxer, wasn't he? He's
Yeah,
doing
he
a
was.
boxer. Who's he doing? Spinks? That was Spinks.
I got no toothpaste.
I got no socks. I got holes in my shoes. What is it? I got no toothpaste. I got nothing. Let's film the camera. Why don't you get over here and film the
Yeah, film
camera?
yourself in the mirror. Yeah, see? Come on. Come on.
I can't, I got something.
Come on.
Come on.
I gotta get out of here. You fucking.
This is the dumb camera lady. Whoa, 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 whoa. Focus on this. See, she's like this.
No pictures! No pictures! No pictures!
Don't break the camera. Don't break the camera. You bought me a
Where's it?
G-Todd. Yeah, do blowing in the wind, right? Yeah. Pushing against the wind.
That's my jazz exercise. Oh, this? Well, shit, is it 12:30 by now or what? What time we got? 4:09?
Your wall's moving, Alan.
Yeah, I shift in here, bud.
I know, it's everywhere you go. It's like, moves in on you. See that guy, he gets, everywhere he goes, gets a little closer. Oh, shit.
Let's put together a park detail. You sit here, I'll juggle and you do mine.
And we get some money.
I want to get that one on.
What'd you do? Lift your leg on the garage
Would you
door?
turn it off so we could see it?
Yes.
Play it back. We want to see it.
Hey, Chris.
by myself.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the form competition. The sparring competition will begin immediately after the form.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I've worked very hard. The sound is recording, isn't it? Thank you very much. I'm quite sure exactly what he's saying. My form is more round. My style is very my structure is random trans, like the way.
Hit the button again. Had a tie. They must have had a tie.
Good. Yeah, Tom. And I helped. been a three-point hit to the head or something. But it had a big, yeah. What happened?
Well, they were fighting, right? And I guess he got too far out of the ring, and the guy still kicked him. And I guess the guy, one of the refs yelled break. He didn't hear it, or I don't know where it wrong, so just kept going. So that guy over there, sticking his hand, he just threw it down, started yelling in his face and told him he's disqualified.
And the guy got all pissed off. I saw that.
Yeah,
I think he's in that same group of assholes. Where's the other guy? The guy was going first of every fight in my division. Uh-oh, here we got another one.
It's gonna be good.
Hands up, Joe, hands up.
Who got that point? What did they do?
Go, Joe.
Okay, Joe. You know what to do, Joe. Come on, Joe. All right. Okay, Joe.
Get over this side. I don't know. Oops, sorry.
These people get up and do their demonstration, please, everybody be quiet. Focus, concentration.
Yeah.
See, he sets up for the break.
He's going to clear those guys, go jump side kicking. Wait for him to key up before he starts shooting.
Oh, I'm already shooting.
Wait. He'll key up before he starts. Listen for the key up.
There you go. Get him running. Get him running.
Go night-night.
He's doing what?
He's doing two forms together, back to back. There's the first form and the second. You sit down.
There's only the other.
want this?
Come up to me and say, hey.
I got it. I'm filming.
Oh, sorry.
Snooky, smile.
This is Karstad's kid. There's the weasel. There's the son of the weasel.
Does everybody here know me, or have anybody here seen me before? And I know one or two people that was here before. Daryl had me here about 3 years ago. That long? It's been a long time. And I was here with another young man who was a student of mine, and since then I've grown a little bit. I primarily run a very small club of very humble, and I'm very proud of the fighters and martial artists. They're very dedicated people, and we don't go for a lot of showboating in the rule. This was kind of like I said, it's a special thing that Daryl asked me because the last time we were here, he wanted us back again. So I don't want you to think we do this on a regular basis.
Well, it's greatly appreciated. I want you to know that because people
Very briefly, we'll give you a little bit of history about me, and then I'll introduce my people and tell you a little bit what we're going to do. I'm a police officer with the City of Phoenix. I've been a cop for 13 years. I teach defensive tactics, weapons, and firearms in the police department. I've been in the martial arts for 20 years, and been a black belt for over 10 now, 10 years. My style is primarily a Korean-based style, but it's a blend of other styles as well. My primary art has been Taekwondo, which is an art that originated in Korea, and most of my techniques that we use are very much the harder style of Korean techniques. So that's basically what you'll be seeing. I also do a little bit of ninjutsu, which is Japanese art, and I'll do a demonstration of that very briefly. What we're going to do is we're going to introduce, we're going to show you some of the basic techniques that we use when we start our workout, and then we'll do some self-defense so that you understand how we approach our self-defense techniques. Then we'll do some sparring, we'll do some weapons, and then we'll take a break and then come back and we'll do some thunder and lightning stories. That's what we call it. Okay? I'm chief instructor and founder of Black Moon Fighting Arts. Like I said, it's a club. It's not really a formal school. We have dues that we pay, like everybody else, that helps cover the cost of what we do. What you see are primarily most of my students. I have a friend here and my son and some friends of my other students, but basically these are all my people here that work out at the school. We have one girl. She's the only girl we've had in all the time I've been teaching, but she had the guts to try and take a class, and she's doing very well. My number one student and most senior student is Todd Alexander. He is first up red, soon to be black belt probably in the next couple of months. Next senior student is Alan Belangi. He's green belt. He doesn't jump as well. A little older, a little more frail. Just about everybody in the club has some type of an impairment or a disability. So we pride ourselves on our ability to perform and carry out the techniques of the martial arts with that kind of diligence, even though we have some impairments. So we have a little picture on our wall that shows a 94-year-old lady who got a black belt in Taekwondo, and we figure if she can do it, anybody can do it. So we use her as our idol. Recently, these two young men, we were challenged to enter a tournament, which was a state tournament where other styles of our own style, in other words, Taekwondo, were featured there, and we were kind of challenged and more or less insulted that we were a bunch of garage monkeys. So we took the challenge and decided to attend the tournament. Both these young men, the only two that entered, walked away with gold medals in their division. Alan did forms competition with a broken hand and walked away with a gold medal. And Todd here won a gold medal in his division, also in forms, and then he also won a silver in fighting. So we're really proud of ourselves because even though we don't have a big fancy school, we turn out very quality people, and I'm very proud of that. Over here we have Tom Drury. He'll be doing some photographs. He'll be moving around and everything. Hopefully he'll get some good shots. We haven't had anybody take the pictures yet. Back here we have Jennifer Wilsey. She's the lovely little lady in the back there with blonde hair. Her brother Dave up here. That's my son Keegan. This is Crystal Boyk. She's a police officer in the City of Phoenix also. Over here we have Michael Donovan. He's kind of a runt. We like to keep him for good bucks. New addition is Gary Adams. He just joined last week and is going to be starting his first class next week. He studied another style and thought he can try ours. And these are friends of Alan's over here. Well, this is Alan's brother, Todd, and his wife. And they'll be filming and doing all kinds of stuff. Like I said, we'd like to introduce you so you get an idea of what we're doing. If you don't know anything about the martial arts, it's kind of confusing. We don't all break boards and bricks and run our heads through walls and do unusual things. But that is a part of what we do. It's a way of measuring what we do. But we also work very much with an artistic side. And we like to stress that as much as possible. We also work on the character of martial arts. In other words, we try to strive for good things, and we only use our techniques when we need to defend ourselves. I think one of the most common things is the misunderstanding that was spoken about earlier. That you see a lot of TV, you see ninjas dropping out of trees, and Chuck Norris and all that, and you don't really get a true picture of what the arts are about. Back in 1986, January 28th, the Challenger exploded in all those astronauts died on him. Ron McNair, who was the black astronaut, was a fifth-degree black belt, and he was a very, very loved master in his own school. And it was a little-known fact that most people didn't know, but he represents a great deal of what martial arts are about. You strive for high disciplines, and you strive to achieve great things. And he is one of our most prominent examples that we can think of recently. He was also inducted into the Black Belt Hall of Fame for his contributions to the arts. So we come in all walks of life, and we feel that what we do here, we don't learn to hurt people, we learn to overcome whatever obstacles you run in your life. And through the arts, we find that path, and that's why we work so hard at this. We also are very good at doing a lot of other stuff, as you'll see. First thing I'm going to introduce you to is we're going to show you a basic form that we use during our workout periods. Alan here, he used this form for his competition. It'll demonstrate a series of techniques and movements that are formed into a pattern, much like a gymnastics exercise you would see in the Olympics or whatever. They're set movements, and they are designed to represent multiple attacks. In other words, each sequence that he does is to meet an attack or an invisible attacker. The forms serve to develop your concentration, your coordination, and give you a basis for practicing all of your skills that you've learned up to that level. This is a green belt level form. In other words, this is a form that Alan has studied, and this is what he is working at. Or he's right now a little above that. He's getting close to blue belt. Todd will then perform a higher rank form, which is preparing him for black belt, so that you get to see a comparison of level of knowledge and technique at that point. They will shout at the end and at the beginning, as normally that's how we prepare. Bear with me. I train for very realistic confrontation because what I do on the street is very real. So I need to have a lot of confidence in what I do. I don't strive to be a dojo ballerina. I don't strive to compete in tournaments. We strive to be able to overcome the situation. It's very critical that everything I do is based around that, so that when I use a technique, I don't waste a lot of stuff. I try to work with just very simple and basic skills so that I know that they're going to be effective. When you think in the terms of martial arts, we try to think of total picture. Most schools will teach you in a very standard format, and you have to achieve certain levels and progress. I try to weed through a lot of the BS and get right into the nitty-gritty stuff so that people learn quicker, but they will learn good, strong techniques so they're solid. And they're going to be effective when they get into a real-life situation, as well as if they're in a competition. So so we maintain quality as well as strength during our techniques. Real quick, I'd like to show you some of the basic skills we use in our concept that we use. I use a theory that I call targeting. I primarily concentrate, I don't teach a series of techniques as far as self-defense. In other words, how to get out of a bear hug, or how to get out of this, or how to get out of that. I teach my people to recognize a specific target area and train themselves so that when that target area becomes available, they recognize it and are able to take the target when it appears. To do that, you learn a multitude of striking techniques. We use all parts of the body. As you saw us playing with our head there a little while ago. Most of the boards that we're breaking were cracked, so don't think it's any big deal. But we work to use your whole body, not just limited parts of your body. Reasons that this is very important is that you fight in all different types of situations. You can be sitting in your car and some guy reaches through your window and tries to get out a purse or pull your keys out or pull you out for that matter. So you don't just concentrate on kicking people, you have to be able to be adapted to all types of skills. When we work skill, again, we have to be very precise about our techniques and when we strike. We learn blocking skills so that when you block properly, you don't have to always take the blunt of the blow as opposed to some styles where we just bone-to-bone contact. Okay? In other words, I slipped this block here. After I slipped it, this opened up a whole range of target areas here that would have been very accessible for striking. Into here. Work. Ribs are some of our favorite places. We love the ribs because we believe that if you cut somebody's wing off, whatever it is, they can't do anything else usually. So the ribs become a very primary target. You'll see a lot of that in some of the stuff we work with as far as techniques and how we approach it. Into here. Work the foot a lot. Work the heel. Work any place that we can find that'll work effectively. Here. Join. These are all parts of the foot. Using the block, strike, hook, and then use your hands as well. You hear? Use your elbows, your body weight, shifting. Here. We also use the person's body quite a bit. Here, back into here, break. Here. This way. You grease it up.
Not even one round.
I'm being nice to him. He's going to get the beat on out. This is his turn. Okay. But when we work, we try to strive for. Try to strive for, you don't worry so much about what this is. What you're looking for is this, 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 all these places that become open. That's what I believe in, that's what I try to teach. You ready? Give me a mat. Now the other thing we work on is understanding the body and learning to recognize its secrets, unlock them, and use them to your advantage to defend yourself. Tom here has been staying with us now, 3 weeks? Month? He's starting to become a policeman. He's a real nice guy. He also works in a psych ward over at County Hospital, so he works with all kinds of people. The reason I use him is because he's one of the most flexibly fluent people I've ever worked with as far as doing a defense technique on, because he just flows with everything I'm doing. One of the things we work with a great deal, besides targeting, is learning to identify the places on the body and understanding how they can be used to your benefit. For instance, wherever there is a dimple or a depression in the body, in other words, like underneath your arm, crease in your neck, along your cheek here, up underneath the neck, wherever these places are, they're an intense pain source. And we work those places whenever we get a chance into here. We work in a variety of ways, everything from a grip, to a pressure hold, to a strike, if you wanted to disable it or break it or whatever. The other thing we work a great deal with is the joints. Koreans love joints. They love to do all kinds of things with the joints. Basically, there's three ways the joints are destroyed. You either hyperextend them, change it. Hyperextend it, break it against the joint. You can compress it to where the joint hyperextends out of the elbow or whatever. And the other way is to totally dislocate it and break it where it comes out of socket. Those are primarily the three ways we work with a joint. And I'll show you different ways we like to do this. Okay. From inside here, he wants to grab my wrist, pull me or whatever. From inside, we turn down in here, working in here. Break him out. Okay? Other. I'll slow it down for you a little bit. The grip went from here, trapped, locked, pulled in, and then I hyperextend the joint back the other way. What it does is it locks up three joints in the process. By pressing down, I dislocate all three joints. From here, break inside, hyperextend the joint this way. Good. Into here, same way. Down into here, this is breaking at three places. Into here. Barrel, okay. You're going to take me to custody. I love this one. This is great for cops. I love to play with cops with this one. Classical is when police officers grip somebody, 90% of the time the person will pull away. Well, policemen, I always like to work inside. Take it down this way. There are also a variety of things to do in the process. Into here, this hyperextends and locks the elbow. From here, I can pull him in and strike this way. And of course, the result is I got a little puppy here. Grip. Side here, drop it down. Very simple technique. It looks bad, but it goes down easy. You get the picture. We work a lot with the joints. Another very nice one we like to play with is from inside here. Usually I'm working up against the wall. Pressure into the throat, catching that little dimple underneath here. A little bit of pressure creates pain, a lot of pressure can collapse the windpipe. Enough pressure will puncture and drive back. From here, we follow up with a variety of strokes. Oh, I like this one. Grab into here. Break. Very slowly. Hyperextend the wrist, peel it back and lock it. As we start down, the wrist engages and locks here. As we continue down, it breaks. Other side. Into here. Very simple techniques, very subtle, doesn't require a lot of strength. Most of it is knowledge of the joint and how it works. And from there, the sky's the limit. Okay? Any questions on that? You want to see me filming around? Okay, show me some more pictures. Those are basically our self-defense skills that we work with. We work with a lot of different ones, but the idea again is the concept. It's not so much the type of technique you do. It's I respond to the way he grabs me, and I work that as the joint opens up. I work off that joint. Spark. Now, we'll show you another side of the work. This is our fighting system, or the method of fighting. Bearing in mind that what they're going to do is they're basically going to apply their techniques to a freestyle situation. In other words, there's no grabs involved. They're also working with other people that are either skilled or as skilled as they are. The contact will be very light. They'll exchange techniques, counter, block, spar, much like a boxing match or something would. Alan's preparing his hand because he's still broken. But he's very dedicated. He really puts out. Now, when we work with the freestyle techniques, we get away from the gripping technique. Spin second. We work with combinations off of here. Okay. we learn to respond very quickly and work on adaptation. In other words, if the guy's attacking you, you don't have time to sit there and go, grab this hand. Okay, what technique was that? No. You have to respond very quickly. And you don't have time to think about what he's doing. You have to train yourself to respond on instinct and through a reflex action. You also learn to take techniques. You learn how to block, move, and throw. Todd's getting to a point where he likes to play. He kicks harder than I do. That's quick. You ready yet?
I wonder if I should go right and roll it.
No. You won't hurt him. Okay, a little brief demonstration of sparring technique. Normally we spar without the pads, but we like to put the pads on every now and then so we can hit harder. But we can hit hard either way. Ready? Hey! See a difference of levels and skill very quickly. Great. What you really come to appreciate this when we start going through timber and bricks and stuff, where you have so much power and you can release that power depending on your level. You release the power at whatever range or speed that you wish to let it go. And you develop the ability to very easily break bones and take people out very quickly. So we have to learn how to control that as well as learn how to exercise the ability to let it all go. That's where the braking comes in, because braking the objects is about the only way we really can let ourselves go full speed and know how much damage we can create. Okay, the next thing we'll work on now is some weapons. Now, although weapons are not a traditional part of Taekwondo, they are a traditional part of many of the other styles I study. They're also a very intricate part of the work I do. We're going to show you some of the very traditional weapons that are very recognizable in most martial arts, and then we're also going to demonstrate some of the more modern versions of the same type of weapons. Todd's going to demonstrate a pair of nunchucks. This is an Okinawan weapon that was originally designed, they used it to beat rice with. And it was during a period of time when they were under Japanese domination and they weren't allowed to have any weapons. So many of the weapons they created were farm implements. They use, in this case, these are nunchucks that were used for beating rice. We're going to have some sais, some rice cutting weapons that were called kamas, and a variety of weapons that were developed off of their farm implements. So then when the Japanese would come around and try to take everything, all they saw were tools and stuff, and they didn't pay any attention to them. So for many years, they were able to hide these weapons and these skills under the very noses of the Japanese people. Sais. Sais were used, they started out as a tool that was used for gardening and to root out different things. It later developed into a weapon that was used for combating the samurai sword. The techniques were again, the prongs here would serve to trap a blade and snap it. As you can see, they're made out of metal. They move very well. And there were a variety of ways that they could be used. You also use them to block with. Into here, down low. They could be used to block with. From here, the counter was meant. The butts became a part of the weapon. The hooks became a part of the weapon. Gee, is it bleeding? The hooks on the side here were also used as part of the weapons here. So there are a variety of things that this could be used for, but to the Japanese, when they were first around, they looked like a very common tool that was used for digging out the ground. The Okinawans became very proficient with them. Again, these are traditional weapons. No. I don't want to pitch your fingers on it. The commons were used for cutting the rice. Have a great deal of, they're very sharp, razor sharp. They'll go through most metal too. There are some brands that are put out in laminated steel, which makes them even very, very efficient. And they'll take an arm or a leg off without any trouble at all. Now the way these were used, again, I'm picking up the carrots here. Okay, pick up the carrots. The way these were used, very simply, as an attacker would attack, no, good. No, they would be used to hook and tear and block and pull. You can also, if you attach a rope to them, they can be spun just very much like the nunchucks are. And obviously the mess can be very, it gets very yucky after a while. These again are very traditional weapons. Now these are called tonfa. They were used on the grinding wheel where they make the rice with. They usually have a hole here, and they pull them off, and then they can do all kinds of things with these. Snap them, pop them, block with them, punch with them, and then they put them back on the wheel, and they look like a handle off of a wheel. Now, in today's police techniques, it's been adapted to become this is called TR-24. And police officers now use it for the very same reasons that it was designed for originally. And except now it's called modern technique, but it's been around for hundreds of years. TR-24, you'll see a lot of these with police officers. They're becoming more and more popular as they're being accepted. Now, ninjutsu is a very misunderstood art. It's an art that dates back over 600 years. It has roots that go back to the beginning of time. And its origins are obscure, but most of it comes back out of very old China. Ninjutsu is not at all like it's portrayed as far as the guys wearing a black mask dropping out of trees and throwing stars at people and things like that. It was very much like a guerrilla warfare art. They used it, the poorer families, the mountain people used it to fight the samurais when they were trying to overcome their properties. And over the years it became very, very much secretive, and that was the only way they could fight the strong powers of the samurai. They use a variety of techniques and weapons that they train themselves to be very adaptable. They use whatever's available. They don't just rely on, say, a sword or a very traditional skill, but they work a lot with all types of things. This is called a hanbo. It's 3 feet of wood, very simple, very unobtrusive, but moves very well. Okay? When you use it as defense techniques, into here, it becomes very effective. Striking into the joints. You can strike down. Find it anywhere. One of my specialties, of course, the nightstick. Thrust. Hey! Hey! I haven't been able to adapt all those techniques to the police department. They have some problems with them. I don't know why. They work very well. Last but not least, two of the primary weapons I teach a great deal are sticks and knives, edge weapons. In today's world, you can find a stick just about anywhere. You can make it out of anything, and it's very acceptable. You can carry it in a variety of ways. It's unobtrusive. Knives are very popular. I've heard some people talking about them. You can find them everywhere, and everybody carries them. So we work a great deal with the ability, not so much to use, but so that you understand the weapon better, you're less afraid of it. That's the concept that I work with. Most places we're striking for, by the way, are major cuts into the arteries. So they're not big cuts, but you'll die very quickly from loss of blood. Then the other things we like to work with knives are pressure holes. Right inside that little dimple I was telling you about, inside your collarbone, right here. Right here, underneath, hooking, a little bit of pressure, very easy to overcome. A lot of these don't leave any marks either. They're very nice, but they hurt like a bear when you do them. Guys, thank you, Todd. Todd is what is more commonly known as senior students. When you're moving up to the ranks, one of the ways you gain experience, as well as the way I teach my people, is that you'll better understand a technique when you suffer the technique. Doesn't mean you have to die or bleed or break or whatever, but you have more of an appreciation for it. Also, if you receive a bruise or a sprain, it'll last with you. The memory of the technique will last with you as long as the injury does. So you have a great deal of knowledge that sticks with you quite a ways. Come over here for a minute. Ah, wait a minute. Let me use Tom. Come here, Tom. Okay. Now, very commonly in police work, when I deal with people, it's obvious I can't go around and kick them in the ribs and break bones and all that stuff. So I have to learn to work with people and control them without leaving injury on them. That's a true success of a good defensive tactics man. Is to be able to control people, subdue them and take them down or control them or whatever, with no injury to himself and no injury to your suspect. Now, one of the ways that we learn how to do that is that when you approach people, you learn that body language is very important. 90% of the time when you grip somebody, they feel that they're being taken into custody, so the first thing they'll do is they'll tighten up. Now, the common response to most police officers is, they start muscling. You got to muscle right away. A little. Yeah. From there. Now all I did was I patted him in the eyes long enough to break his concentration to where the arm relaxed. The moment the arm relaxed, the joints pop into place. He's subdued. You guys don't know what you did to him. It's funny. When they get up, they go, "What'd you do? Was it a secret technique or something?" Very slight. Very slight contact. Boom. been doing it a long time, and I hope I present it positively and not destructively. What else we got next? Okay. Any questions? Ah, I saw that hand, yes.
I'd like to know what the purpose of your sounds or the noises you make or your breathing typically just before you start your procedure or your attack.
Yes.
Why
Yes.
do you do that?
Like a guess. It's
Is
very
that but it's got to be better reason than that.
Tamales. Add tamales for dinner. No. It's a good observation. Most people don't see that. I'm impressed that you did. To me, in the knowledge that I've acquired, and I've studied with a lot of really well-known masters and stuff, there are two very important things about a karate man that really shines. And it really tells you a great deal about that man. The way he breathes and the way he shouts. Okay? We don't shout just because it looks good. There's purpose behind it. In ninjutsu, they call it the art of kiai-jitsu. It's the art of voice projection. In ninjutsu, they developed to such a high degree they can actually strike an opponent several feet away with their voice and knock them down. And I've seen the demonstrations, and it's incredible to listen to it, but it's the same way sound travels. You can project that. In most arts, it's only developed in a level to strengthen your focus and concentration, primarily. Your breathing is your life force. That's why I told you about the ribs. Many of the ribs are your focal point. You take the ribs out, you cut the man's air out, you cut everything off. It's not his arm, it's not his leg, it's his breathing. He can't breathe, he can't do anything. A good body man in boxing will take a guy out very quickly by going to the ribs. The focus of the breathing, primarily, again, is to develop your concentration, is to develop your internal spirit and strength. We call it chi. It's called chi. And in some people, it's very strong. It's their life force. That's another way to describe it. It's their life force. Some people, you'll see a persona that is just the fact they've got it scares the devil right out of you. There are other people that, if they don't breathe properly, they don't key up properly, it's up here in the throat, you can tell they're weak. If that's weak, then the rest of their techniques are usually weak also. Give you a demonstration. You'll see a lot of it here when we start doing some breaking. Most of the stuff you'll see is just what we've been doing, and it's just focus and your proper breathing so that you can keep yourself under control. You don't let yourself get exhausted or tired. I sweat a lot, but I don't get tired. Different types of kiai-jitsu. This is a training kiai. Okay? More intense. More intense. You see what I'm talking about? That's intimidating when you're on the other end of it, believe me. When I get into that frame, the guys are going, okay, let's go home. You're off, okay, no more. That's it. But it's all persona. Focus. Control. Okay? I don't know if that answers completely your question. It's kind of I used to think it was a big secret that everybody kept from me until you got to be black. It's what it is. It's just harnessing yourself inside and being able to let it go when you want and keeping it under control so that it doesn't run wild. Okay? Any other questions?
Yeah, I have.
Yes?
As you say, you're instructing police officers. Is that strictly in the academy, or is it an ongoing thing?
It depends on the precinct area. Number two, let me clarify something too. I don't teach this, believe me. What the department allows me to teach is very standardized techniques that's been pretty much accepted through the nation. In other words, the common wrist lock. Okay, we have a wrist lock here. Okay, this is a very common takedown that I use here. Control methods, non-violent, non-destructive control methods. We don't teach them to, key up and do all this stuff. No, that doesn't happen. The techniques of the time are a little bit more destructive, but again, they're also taught in a defensive manner. Most of the training that the average police officer at at least in the Phoenix Police Department, receives is in the academy. However, they do receive periodical refresher courses. In other words, I teach a ton at the district level at least twice a year. If you're going for PR-24 training, you have to be certified every year to carry, much like you do a handgun. In some states, the requirements are...
Daryl provided me with an assortment of lumber. Normally, for physics purposes, we usually work with a board that's 12 inches by 12 inches by 1, so square, or we'll work with a 10-inch by 12 by 1. Just depends on the type of break and density that you want. We usually work with number 1 grade pines because it's clean, it cleaves well, and it breaks easy. Not easy in that sense, but it breaks uniformly. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This was a break we did earlier. And when you're doing one board, it's no big deal, but when you start working with 6 or 7 boards, and they don't all go in the same direction, you have a problem. And it usually creates a lot of injury. What we look for, again, is cleavage that's smooth and clean. That's why you saw us doing a lot of this stuff. But you look for a clean break. It becomes critical when you start doing some density. So what we're working with isn't what we're normally up to, but we're going to try and do our best, okay? And then the final break that we'll be doing is I'm going to do a stack of concrete. Will be 10 bricks high, approximately 20, they're 2-inch thick, so approximately 20 inches. I'll be doing that. That'll be the final break. So like I said, we're going to try to do with what we got, and hopefully it'll be very successful. But I can't guarantee anything. We'll just give it our best shot. Now, the first thing we're going to do is what we call speed breaks. That's our lightning. A speed break requires you to penetrate an object faster than the object can move away from you. Okay? You get very fussy about your wood after a while. You get tired of going to hand surface. Hold basis. Now speed break, like I said. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I want them to see. Okay. The speed break, again, it requires you to penetrate an object faster than the object can move away from your hand. So you have to be quick to do it. That's a speed break. Then the other thing we like to do is This is speed and penetration. This is what I call, this is my soft break. Working from fingertips here. Speed. Not always that fast. Don't worry about it. Spin heel. I want it to fly that way. Okay. I have to kick this. You should. Okay. All right. Now he's going to execute a spin heel kick. Move the. Hang on a second. Sometimes they explode and splinters go everywhere. It just messes up. See what I'm going to do? Too high. Okay, it's okay. A little higher. A little higher. Imagine it upside somebody's head. Boy, that's the way we think about things. Want my wallet? Sure. You can have it if you can catch it. Axe kick. Very pretty kick. We call it an axe kick because it looks like it's going to cut right down through somebody. Right. About cleavage, that's very important to us because it can mean the difference between a good break and injury. It's very important that you appreciate that. You want to try a three-man break? This stuff isn't working real good. Give it a shot here. Okay, Steve.
Try.
Take this one. Straight on. Hold from the top. Top and bottom. Put your strong hand on top. Center. Okay. David, you stand right here. Same thing. Hold it on the side. Hold it just like he is. Strong hand. Lock your arms out for me. Pull your fingers back. Give them a good striking surface. Get in a good front stance. Front stance. More. More. Lock out. Okay. And I'll hold the third one. Okay. I'm going to try. I'll let you pick. We're going to do that one. This one? No, side kick. Now, the other thing, again, I keep getting back to cleavage. That's really critical for us. These are also 11 inches, not 12, which means they're stockier. So they're a little bit more difficult to break.
Randy, if you think somebody's going to get hurt, why don't you just...
No. We're doing fine. Hang in there. We're doing real good. We're just working with what we got. Want to try? Good man. All right. Hey. We're real macho at this place. I'll tell you that right now. Focus on footwork. Break this way. Boom, boom. Palm down. Follow through and clean.
I wondered where you went to.
inside. Lock. You see the first one here split. I'm sorry, that one didn't go. It's too stocky.
Where's
Okay.
those three we set aside?
They're over there. We'll save those. Save those. All right, we need to set this one up, so take just a second, okay? Now, brakes break different than boards. They break cleaner. Towel. I draw my towel. That's it.
Well, on behalf of the club, Randy, I want to thank you and your young ladies and gentlemen for demonstrating all this to us. We sure appreciate it. I hope everybody gains a little knowledge from this. That what you see on the TV is really what in reality happens in the training and everything that goes into dedication, that goes into accomplishing what you have accomplished with your young people. You should be very proud of every one of them.
I am. Thank you.
A couple of us are gonna roll you guys out there in the parking lot. Forget it. It's off. It's off. Forget it, guys. I won't tell you. I said, we wanted to get that meeting at first when I talked about it. I don't understand why not.
Well, I guess that's the end of it, huh?
I think so.
Gotta go.
Okay.
Lead leg. Side kick. Switch. Big circle. Lay down, turn around, kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, kill. 1, 2, 1,
14.
Chill. 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 Chill.
Yep, turn around.
Chill. 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 Chill.
Yeah.
Chill.
Big.
Breathe.
When you need to breathe, you let me know.
Heaven and earth divided into 2 equal parts.
Compose yourself. When you're ready, get up and begin. Your speed, your count.
Yi Huang, who was a scholar noted for his studies on Neo-Confucianism.
Movements.
Pardon me?
Movements.
37. The 37 movements stand for his birthplace in the 37th latitude.
Hey.
Down.
29 movements. You want to know this stuff? Okay. Lying time.
I want to know.
Okay. I'll show. Movements. It's named after the Admiral Yi Sun-sin, reputed to have invented the first armored battleship, known as the predecessor to the modern-day submarine. The formats with the left-handed attack, which symbolizes his untimely death before he could live up to his true potential because of his extreme loyalty to the king.
Jump side was admirable. Foolish. Thanks, Zach.
Yeah. What are the benefits?
Okay,
Seriously,
techniques. Huh?
This is your crowd.
Okay. You all know hand techniques, and hand techniques are fine when you have the range to use a hand technique. Many times in close-in fighting, when you're too close for a hand technique, a straight punch to be effective, what is effective is an elbow within close range. Several ways to throw the elbow. The striking surfaces are the brunt of the elbow here on the backside with a thrusting motion out, On the inside of the elbow here, the first several inches, thrusting motion in. It's one of the hardest parts of your body, and it can take a lot more abuse than your knuckles, you can obviously see. So when you're in close and have a hard object to hit, head, forehead, rib, gut, even any place in the back, spine, back of the neck. If a leg came up, do a roundhouse. Take out a knee if you're close enough, if the hand won't do it. Another one is an upward strike, close in, buried up underneath the chin. From here, chest, I'll grab from behind, elbow, 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 don't let you go. The ribs are very tender, as we know, so if you can throw the hardest thing you have, which is an elbow or a knee, into them, get it in, close in fighting. Questions?
In the back, on the spine, and elbow, is there a particular place or anywhere on the spine?
If you hit any place on the spine or near the spine with an elbow, even if it's a withdrawing guy where he's maybe somehow countered or you countered and has his back to you, wherever it hits, he's going to do some damage. If you focus the technique, if it hits the spine, probably a good chance of cracking vertebrae or worse, paralyzing, death. Elbow into the back of the neck, obviously, can generate a lot of force. Either way, front, back, up. One of my new favorites is straight punch. This hand. Bring it in, nuts, elbow into the chest, pull him down into it. It's a killer. Anything else?
Yeah, if you rated on a scale of 1 to 10, a straight punch of 5, how would you rate an elbow? Higher or lower? And would you use that as like a last resort weapon, or is that a weapon of choice?
It depends. Your straight punch may be a hell of a lot more.
For you, personally?
For me personally, I prefer my straight punch, but in certain areas, I don't want to straight punch him in the head. If I'm this close, this is going to be ineffective, even if I go for the jaw. This is a 10, this would be a 5. You get me back here, this is a 10, this is a 0. It's not going to be close enough. So it's going to depend on the individual time that the technique is used. This under the chin from here is going to do more than I probably can with a push or a straight jab when I don't have the distance or proximity to execute the technique properly.
Give a brief account of Taekwondo, its history.
Okay. Taekwondo translates roughly as the art of fighting with the hands and feet. The Koreans, particularly in Taekwondo and some of the other styles, Hapkido, Tang Soo-do, etc., rely heavily on the feet. It was attributed to a man by the name of General Che Hong Hee, and Taekwondo actually was founded as a martial art in 1955. That's probably the only true martial art in the respect that even though there are other, quote, deadly arts or what are known as martial arts, Kung Fu, Kempo, etc., Taekwondo is, I believe, singularly the only art that was designed specifically for the military for martial training, thus martial arts. They've all kind of fallen into that grouping now as martial arts, but if I'm not mistaken, the Taekwondo was actually developed by General Che for training the military. So that's kind of a little bit of its roots. Martial arts, as the genre goes, can trace their roots back over 2,000 years from places as diverse as India, China, the Japanese islands, Okinawa, Japan itself, Korea, Malaysia, and there are lots of, quote, martial arts. But now we see certain systems that are notably the Chinese, the Japanese, the Okinawa, the Korean. But the roots go way, way, way back. It was actually begun in 1955. We said, this is Taekwondo, here are the forms, here's how we do it, and we're training these people with it. So it's actually in the 20th century that Taekwondo was found its roots.
Mr. President? Thank you, Charlie. Tommy?
Stay down.
See where he gets the last wording.
Sweet technique.
Just think how he must feel.
Do a roundhouse just for kicks. No roundhouse just for kicks.
Just for kicks. Silly wabbit.
Straight punch. Straight punch. Yeah, straight punch either hand. Go.
I love this shit.
It's hurting even more than me, but I guarantee it's hurting me too. Do you want, how many do you want? Do you want me to do any
Let's do it.
specific?
What weapons?
Whatever. Oh,
Those of you that missed it, he's got 2 bones broken in his right hand. That's what we're nursing through this.
I got the chicks. He's gonna attack me.
I gotta see that.
That's the new improvement.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Do it again, Al.
Arm, you have to stab the man. That's good. I like that. That's what I wanted to see. New improved knife technique. I like that.
Okay. How about a quick fix? Oh, God. I hate when this happens. You ever have a day like this? Yeah. Oh, yeah, over here. Yeah. Okay. Ready, go. Yeah. Same thing. And, sorry, go. Yeah.
Get over here. It's always a winner.
Stick. Oh, do one more. Here, I'm gonna.
I want you guys on tape.
I haven't done this.
I am.
Yeah. And I forgot to do one thing. Look, back of the line, then.
Always plays the crowd.
Swing. Thrust. Go. Do another swing. Taking a swing. Go. One more. Do it over here. Go. That would be a focused half fist to the throat, break the larynx, or grab and do the Swayze.
Self-defense.
What's a Swayze actually, Hans? I mean, you take off your shirt or what?
Double grab. Shoulder grab. Grab an arm. Break. Do something. Same thing, maybe across. Grab. Another grab here. Okay. Finesse.
Headbutt.
Yeah.
I wanted to see his hair go crazy.
Yeah. That used to scare the shit out of Donovan. His hair's standing out again. His hair goes out.
Yeah. All right, breaks. Right.
Head break.
Oh, let's do the hand stuff. Or maybe let's do the foot stuff.
Save the hand for last.
Okay.
Why'd you ask him?
Like I said, I'm kind of concerned about their hands because my targeting is shit. So.
Now we got Kevin.
Does anybody here not have to work computers?
I want to hold. You owe me, Alan.
Okay,
Somebody get the camera.
Can film. Chris can film.
It's running, Chris.
Yeah, so leave it out.
Okay.
Besides, I want to be on film.